first off, Chance, how have you been doing over the summer?
I've been pretty good so far. Just hanging in there, really.
And congratulations on committing to Arkansas recently. Tell me about why you decided to pick the Hogs.
I had been talking to them for a while. Coach has been watching all my AAU games, been talking about them, just what I've been doing wrong. Um, Also, what I've been doing good, just really helping me to get better. Um, really like that. Like he really breaks down my games, and like I never really had a coach really do that for me. It just really helped my game out to really play better as we just kept playing, and just felt like a great vibe from what I was getting from Coach Muss and all the other coaches, and that's what really helped my decision.
Does the fact that that coaching staff has a lot of NBA experience have anything to do with your decision?
That was a big factor. That is my ultimate goal, and seeing that, it really meant a lot to, that they had so much experience. That really helped.
And I saw that you made the trip to Fayetteville with your dad. What was that like for the two of you guys?
It was a great experience. We got to see the campus. We actually rode around in, like some scooters. Um, Saw like the business building. Just like got to see everything pretty much, the lay of the land. Went to a lot of restaurants and stuff. Got to interact with a lot of people. Everyone was really nice. Really friendly people. It was overall a great experience though.
You say you interacted with a lot of people. Did anyone recognize you as a future Razorback?
Yes, one guy did. At
What was
it
that
was
like?
at it was pretty cool actually. It was at I don't know if you know what JJ's is.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was at JJ's. As I was walking out, he just said congrats, and that he said that he's happy for me and that can't wait to watch me play.
So, for anyone who hasn't had the chance to see you play or read about you, what do you think you bring to the table for this team?
I say I bring scoring. Like I'm a shooting guard, so I can score the ball and defend 1 through 3. Um, Good energy guy. Um, just say like overall, like good player for the team, high impact. Just a winner.
And then, last question for me. When you did take the trip to Arkansas, did you already know that you wanted to commit to the Razorbacks, or when did you know?
No, I didn't know. I knew. I'd say probably around 3 o'clock that day.
What was it that sealed the deal for you?
It was just after that I was already really interested in them, and it was just after that I could actually like see the campus and stuff. It was just some pieces that was missing. But after I saw what I needed to see, I pretty much knew that this is the place for me.
All right, Kevin, take it away.
Hey, Chance, Kevin McPherson here. Congratulations on your commitment. Uh,
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about the process of really doing virtual tours and meetings and not, leading up to when you actually made the trip. I know you'd taken some other visits to other schools prior to the pandemic. Talk a little bit about where you visited and then that process once it was just down to really only virtual meetings and phone calls. Talk a little bit about that process.
I've actually visited Georgia Tech, Georgia, LSU, Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida State. But yeah, it was just a different experience having to do these Zooms. But on the Zooms, I was able to actually see pretty much everything I needed to see. I've noticed that a lot of these, most of these SEC schools, their campuses are pretty similar. But as I was doing these Zooms, coach was showing me like how he could see me fitting in like the system, their system. Just seeing me how I would fit in as like my role for the team, and that really helped a lot. And yeah, we did like 3 or 4 Zooms, and then I just started to feel really comfortable with them in their program.
When I talked to you and did an interview with you a couple of weeks ago or so, not only did you mention you were coming with your dad to visit Fayetteville, knowing that it was a dead period, but you also told me you really weren't going to put out a top list of schools. So it kind of seemed to me that maybe you were growing more and more fond of Arkansas. But tell me a little bit about relationships with coaches. I understand assistant Corey Williams may have had a relationship there or connections with you and your family, and as well as you went through the process, what you kind of took from Arkansas staff in general during those Zoom meetings.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to a lot of their coaches, Williams, Patrick, Ruda. They're all really nice guys. They were just showing me like the way they do things. They really like to they put in like hard work on the court, but they also have like great team bonding off the court. They go to Coach Muss's house, have fun, barbecue, play games and stuff like that. I really like the vibe they had. It just seemed like a really family-oriented culture that I really wanted to be a part of.
And just a little bit about your game. When I look at you and watch you on film, of course, I've watched you a couple of times. I replayed it again, that game against Montverde. And I don't think you'd been at McEachern for very long. I think you transferred in, but big second half for you. And when I really noticed, opportunistic spot up 3-point shooter, but I loved your cross game to kind of set up your dribble drives. And every time I watch film of you, you're a guy that likes to slash, use your length, and you battle around the basket. Talk a little bit more about your game and maybe the strengths really of your game.
I'd say my number one strength is scoring. I can score on all three levels. I draw a lot of contact, get to the free throw line. I'm also pretty good on the ball defender. I'd say I can defend 1 through 3, sometimes go 4. I can rebound pretty well for a guard. I just say I'm a pretty elite shooting guard for my class.
So knowing that you couldn't really have an official or even an unofficial visit when you came in with your dad this weekend, you talked a little bit about it, but what were some of what maybe exceeded your expectations or what surprised you? Because you never know until you get there. You might have some stuff building up and what you might find when you get there, but what maybe surprised you?
I had seen the campus previously on the Zooms, but I didn't know it was going to be that nice. It was really nice to me. I got to see the practice facility. Coach had told me that's pretty new. I didn't actually get to go in, but I saw the outside and football stadium and stuff. It all looked really nice to me. Just really nice facilities and stuff. Nice campus. I really liked it.
When you look at the success of a Mason Jones last year, 6'5" wing guy has some similarities to your game, making it, co-SEC player of the year, now moving on and will be in the NBA draft. A guy like Isaiah Joe, who's had success, and some of the other perimeter pieces so far under Eric Musselman. Did any of those specifics, anything that you've seen and caught your eye in terms of making you want to be a Razorback?
Yes, it did. The way Coach plays, he likes to play a lot of guards. Well, last year he did. And I actually talked to Mason. I talked to Mason like 1 or 2 weeks, like a couple weeks ago. He was just really telling me like how Coach is, that he's hard on you, but he really wants to see you do well. He pushes you to be the best player you can be. And just really, with talking with Mason, it really just made me feel more comfortable, and which ultimately led me to making my decision.
Wow, that's some big time information there. So when you start thinking about how you're going to translate and transition to the next level, and you've talked to former players, and now you're going to be in the SEC, you had to look like at least half the SEC schools offered you. Do you see yourself as a guy that can transition even to the next level, using Arkansas as a platform and getting to the NBA maybe sooner rather than later?
Yes, I do. I believe I can. I believe I can make the NBA within 1 to 2 years of college.
I know that's a dream of a lot of players coming in, and when you're playing at the SEC level now, you'll have opportunities to showcase your talents to get that opportunity. One last question I have for you, Chance, and again, we appreciate you being on today. I want to get your favorite NBA player before the bubble, and now, is there anybody that's caught your eye since they started playing in the bubble?
My favorite player is James Harden, and still is. But T.J. Warren has caught my eye. He's been killing lately, but my favorite player is still James Harden all the way.
By the way, Mason Jones, an NBA scout, told me that that's his player comparison for him at the next level is T.J. Warren. So
Oh wow,
just a little tidbit for you there as we say goodbye.
that's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
Chance, thank you so much for your time today.